Hey everybody, Ross here from Gamertag, and welcome back to our live stream. We are about to kick in to the Destiny 2 Year 2 reveal, and I've got to admit, myself and a couple of friends are super excited as to what they can announce. As you can see, we are down to the final 3 minutes, and honestly, I really hope they knock it out of the park. It's been getting a lot of crap recently for various decisions, the grind, an unhappy community, but honestly this is their chance to really own the message for Year 2, and I'm hoping that we see a massive shift, similar to what we had for The Taken King when it launched. Honestly, really looking forward to it. As you can see, Mr. Vocal Garth, aka Scott Watson, is in the chat heckling me. He is a huge Destiny fan. We give him quite a lot of abuse. And honestly, I don't think anybody at Gamertag is a bigger Destiny fan than he is. So he's going to have quite a lot to say on the matter. So there we go. So I hope you've got that little window in the corner so you can just kind of peek out behind the actual work windows. So final 2 minutes, guys. What are we going to see? There are rumours that we're going to see Project Comet. That has actually a working title now, and I have to admit I'm embarrassed to know I can't actually remember what the name of it is. I'm going to get crucified in the comments for that, but honestly, I want a Taken King level of overhaul of systems that is going to really redefine and shape Destiny 2 going into Year 2. Because honestly, Taken King was phenomenal. Massive fan for that. And honestly, I really hope they put on a great show tonight. So, fingers crossed, guys. 1 minute 30 seconds to go. And as you can see, I am rocking my Destiny tee today. Yeah, we are fans of Destiny. I haven't played it in a while, but honestly, with this new expansion pack, it could be just the thing to get us right back into our love of Destiny 2. Man, 1 minute to go. Here we go, the final countdown. I'll basically be keeping quiet as much as possible because I really want I want the viewers to enjoy the broadcast as much as possible from what the developers are actually going to say. So here we go. Fingers crossed. 40 seconds, and we'll be doing a little bit of reaction, a little bit of reaction chat. If we're excited by what we see, then of course we're going to like yelp and whoop and probably scream and fall off our chairs, but hopefully hashtag hyped. The hype train is coming. 25 seconds to go. Come on Bungie, don't let us down. You've got such a great legacy with the Halo series and improvements that you made to Destiny 1. Bring that hype back for Year 2 Destiny 2. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and a 2, and a 1. Here we go. 1 minute. Hype. Here we go. This is where Bungie's Twitch channel takes an absolute hit in terms of... Here we go, yeah. It's obviously getting absolutely inundated. And we've got buffering. Wonderful. There we go. We're off to a great start. But it's not our fault. It is
we had
the
this
Twitch channel getting
that we
hammered.
wouldn't have had years ago to ship a game and then really collaborate with people outside the studio to figure out, like, what is the best version of that?
Honestly, yeah, like we're building something the community has been asking for. And it's accumulation of everything that we believe the game needs to be.
The upside to that is we're not holding anything back. All the feedback we've heard for the last year is this is it. It's in Forsaken.
That's what we want to hear. Forsaken, that was it. Project Comet is now officially Destiny 2 Forsaken.
We want this release to have a different tone and a different vibe.
We sort of just embrace that Western revenge vibe.
You're going to a darker place. You're going to take on a different role as a Guardian.
A barren landscape with like the asteroid vibe,
new
with
locations,
like tumbleweeds, and I mean that just sounded cool.
Grit, man.
I want to bring the dirt back.
And what better way to start a story than to start it with a prison break?
Right.
Cade's been filling this prison
Ah.
with bad guys that are really bad, and so when it breaks, things can happen to all the world.
Prison break. All the enemies are loose. Okay.
First place you're going to go to is the Tangled Shore, which is a new part of the reef that you've never seen before.
That's right, my friend.
It's a collection of lashed together asteroids
Yes.
and rocks out
And
in the
it's
asteroid belt.
very
Okay, interesting.
otherworldly, and it's full of
Pirates and assassins and
bad guys.
thieves.
It's become a lawless place. It truly is a frontier. It's completely taken over.
The most malevolent force there is the Scorn. They're very aggressive. They're always going to charge and
The
push
Scorn.
you.
Okay.
Barons are
interesting.
the top dogs in the Scorn, and each one has gone back and like committed nefarious crimes.
I think of it as the reverse Magnificent Seven, like the worst of the worst criminals. You are hunting down these different barons. In fact, they're called Baron hunts. So one baron is a sniper, and you have
Okay.
a sniper versus sniper battle with him. Another baron is this big, giant, hulking melee character.
Interesting. So they're like bounties, I'm thinking there.
One of the
Okay.
things we're most excited about is the new weapon system.
Hey, if you like Destiny 2, great, play that way. But if you like Destiny 1, great, play that way. But if you're crazy, why not 3 shotguns, right? Just for the
What?
We need to have as many ways as possible.
3 shotguns?
And then we need to have people fighting about it. Like, no, man, you f***ed up. You're taking the wrong weapons. Or can I say?
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
So randomals are coming back. Every single weapon is going to feel different when it drops. And we're
Okay.
improving the mod system, so you can
When it
customize
drops,
your weapon the way
modified?
you want it.
We've got a whole new masterwork style system coming together where you actually are able to kind of move your levels up over time.
New
And so
weapons.
there's investment back on the weapons again.
So they're finally realizing that you can level up the weapon with the
New
characters
supers, yeah.
what they originally
Pretty
pitched
crazy.
all those years
What's your
ago.
favorite? Fire knives are awesome, which is a different
Oh, hello.
take on Golden Gun.
Fire knives.
We took a lot of inspiration from Rise of Iron. Cast that thing. You got a huge hammer now, and you slam that thing down. and it
Warhammer.
sends out this fire
Hulk
in front of
smash.
you that then creates a fire tornado.
Fire tornado.
We gotta take it to the next level. You know?
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty
the
cool.
idea that anyone who plays, however they play, they're going to have some new way to engage.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
in
Look at
love
that.
with the new
A
Void
staff that's a
Warlock.
force field.
Teleportation that's like super anime, just like choo, 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 choo. Poopa!
We've been having great games with the
Cool.
hardcore lot.
You basically cast this thing, he pulls back.
Where's my warlock though?
and
Oh,
it's
okay.
gonna
Beam of
break the
energy.
game, and I think that's amazing. Yeah, you know.
We also wanted a new weapon type that felt meaningful, so we came up with a bow and arrow, which seems kind of crazy,
Huh.
but when you use it, you feel like godlike.
It is utilitarian, it's fantastical, it's also sci-fi.
So we have a short range
Sci-fi
bow,
bow and
we have a
arrow.
medium range bow, we have a long range bow. We built this guy, who's like supposed to be super techie.
Remember when bow and arrows were all the rage in every shooter?
You're like, why
Crisis 3.
would you ever choose a bow in a game that has an automatic, machine gun? But boy, it's deadly.
I mean, that's a nice machine gun you got there, buddy, but right, and then it's done.
I know a few people that would be very happy with the bow and arrow option.
The biggest thing for me going into production on this game was like a new way to play, a new thing to do that like is new to Destiny.
What new story content? Come on, give me the story. New activities
You
are
want
great.
to be able
but-
to give players what they want, but also surprise them.
Gambit is a brand new mode.
Oh,
Destiny
Gambit.
begs to marry PvE and PvP together.
It's like adding bacon to peanut butter and jelly.
You start off being able to see the other team that you're going to compete against, so you can taunt each other, you can emote.
Each team is in their own separate arena, and
Oh,
they're being
okay.
assaulted by combatants.
They're dropping motes for you to collect, you bank them.
When you put them in your bank, you're going to send a blocker over to the other side.
Oh,
that
cool. Okay.
Locks their bank down. They can't put motes into it until they take out that blocker. Filling up your bank with the motes
That's pretty
is
smart. I
how
like
you
that.
summon your primeval. You burn it down. That's it. Round's over.
Shit.
The interesting part is that we allow one person from your team to go over to the other side and physically invade.
That's cool.
I mean, I've
so you
seen
can invade
people
another team's arena.
that just hate PvP. Like the first time they invade, and they get multiple kills, they'll come back and they'll be like, suck it! It's awesome.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool sounding mode. I gotta say, that would get me
We leave the raid
right
team
back
alone.
into
And
Destiny.
if you can't tell, like, we just kind of let them do their own thing. But
We have Joe over there.
For this next raid, we wanted to get back to the epic adventure where you're going out to slay a big monster again.
Come on, give me the
This raid
story,
has
give me
more
the
bosses
activities.
than any raid we've ever had before, and we're really
Your raid?
excited to get players in there.
The raid is actually about more than just the raid. It's about the Dreaming City, the place that the raid exists. And it's an
Wow.
in-game destination that we've never done before.
It's the awoken
Wow,
homeland.
that's a nice
I can talk
environment.
about the Dreaming City for hours. It's like if the Vault of Glass and Dreadnought had a baby.
If they were
Shit.
like twins.
Or yeah, that's actually more accurate.
Yeah, they're like twins.
If,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
had twins,
Yeah.
and then you took those twins and you put them on the doorstep of Peter Jackson, raised them as his own, and then that's the Dreaming City.
Damn.
Magical
That's a
and
very,
weird
very
and
cool
mysterious.
environment.
It's designed to be a destination
Holy
that
shit.
has
Entirely
puzzles
new.
that you need to solve.
A lot of hidden
Raid
corners, lots
environment.
of passageways that might not seem to exist the first time.
And the raiders,
Man,
they
that
affect
does
this
look
destination.
amazing.
They change it for everyone.
It's like this cyclical endgame place where there's just secrets and different activities that unveil over
I don't know,
time.
buddy.
So
I
the
don't
Dreaming
know if
City
you
that
can
you see
visit
at
it with
launch
Raid. I think
is
it's
not
just
going to be
a
the same
purely
Dreaming
raid
City
environment.
2-3 weeks later.
So with every design decision we made for the Forsaken, like the first thing we ask is how will the community react to this?
Players want their investment in Destiny to matter, and they want to be able to see that reflected in the content.
We knew we wanted to do something for the collectors in our game. So we built a feature called the Collections. It's a way for you to track all the items that you can go out and acquire.
Ooh.
There's so much gear in our game.
Cool,
There are
okay.
2,000 items you can get. Go get them.
You can look
2,000
at sets and you can
items to
say,
collect?
I
Holy
haven't
shit.
filled out this set. What do I have to do to go get it?
If I want to find like how many guns in the world, I can actually go look now.
We also had a Triumphs thing, which is just acknowledging your achievement.
It like ties into records, it ties into lore.
It's a thing that can help you drive, like, hey, I want to do that. And if I do those things, I can get a title. Like, I can have a title
Yeah,
floating over
like-
my name that says that I'm a god or whatever. Not me, like you.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
wanting Forsaken to feel like a game that never ends. So we're going to reinforce the hobby and make the experience something that can be played night over night.
We're changing the weapon slots. We're changing how the pursuits work. We're adding new features like the
Does it feel
Collections and
repetitive,
the
though?
Triumphs.
That's
We
the
built
big
Gambit.
challenge.
We've got a whole bunch of new weapons to chase, exotics that are really powerful.
We have Lisa focusing on some sweet new exotic armor. Maybe we got overboard.
It's all about those exotics as well, guys.
Ore to go out there and collect in the world, exotic armor pieces to go out there and hunt.
We're working on
Ticking a
armor
lot of
perks,
boxes
random
for me.
rolls, new mod system, new subclass paths.
So new subclasses,
We're
new
making
mods,
Forsaken for people who love
new masterworks.
Destiny.
Making a game that we can all love. That is the goal. That's what we're going to constantly be pushing towards, always.
Everything we're building is through that lens.
September 4th, Destiny 2 Forsaken. I gotta admit, that's pretty cool.
I just
Let's see what the
saw you
guys are
guys in
gonna
that
say.
video.
I know, it's very, very
Was
fancy.
this, are we live?
Gambit
this
is
real?
definitely
Calm down,
the
dude.
new
guess-
mode
is
I'm
this
most
now?
interested
Just
in, I
me.
have to say.
Okay.
Everything's
All right.
fine.
Okay, good. Well, in
Come on,
that case,
Deej.
welcome to
Give
the
us
live
skinny.
portion of the show. That was obviously a Bungie Vidoc, so that we could reveal Destiny
reckon it'll
2
be about 40
Forsaken,
pounds, I would
a
imagine.
major expansion to the game that we've been playing since last September. And this September, we're going to have all new ways to play and collect and evolve and do awesome
Well,
stuff.
not everybody's been playing since
So
last
it's my
September.
pleasure to introduce
There's
you
been a
to
big
my
fall
two
off.
fellow co-hosts, two developers who have been leading our team in the development of this new adventure. They are
Bungie
Scott Taylor.
video feed has frozen.
Steve Cobb.
That's on their end, guys, not
So
ours.
these two gentlemen have been with me on stream previously. If you've been watching Bungie streams for a while, they may seem familiar to you. Scott, you and I sat next to each other right around this time last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yep.
God, time passes
It
so
does.
fast when you're playing fun. So we were together for the reveal of Rise of Iron.
Yeah, that was great.
And Steve, you and I traveled all the way to Germany by way of 2 planes and 4 trains.
18
and
trains
18
and-
trains, yeah. But you were on stream for the first time that we ever revealed private matches and playing in Rise of Iron. So welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
For people who might not be familiar with you, for people who might not know what you do here.
Sure.
Talk to me about what you do at Bungie and what your contribution to Forsaken has been.
Right, so I am the Forsaken project lead.
I think I've forgotten how to play
Destiny.
Destiny. You're very, very true, Scott.
When I'm not doing that,
Yeah, okay.
we work with a lot of awesome people, the leads of the game, to make sure that Forsaken ships and is everything that we want it to be.
So we finally get a good
that's
look
kind of
at the reef as an environment instead of just a social space, which is really cool. I'm quite excited about that.
I guess, maybe.
And that new raid area. Maybe, do you think we'll actually finally be able to do a raid, Scott? Get the gang back together.
It's the Westworld.
So what's your role?
Oh yeah.
Don't forget the punch. It's all about the shooting, the punching, and the grades.
Somebody kind of has to try to keep the whole game in their heads so that we're making all the right decisions for what's best for the game. So I guess that's what I do, and set high level direction and goals for the teams. But mostly, I think I just listen to a bunch of great ideas and nod a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And we, enabling so many different disciplines, so many different.
We just need to
teams
start
work
early
on this game, and we got to meet a lot of those teams and a lot of those people.
Hey, Callum.
Narrative
Yeah,
designers,
man, we've been streaming since the beginning.
designers, mission designers, activity designers.
Yep.
So it's all coming together all over again under your direction. So we're grateful for it. What have been your overall goals? What
Yeah,
have
we
been your
definitely got to
secret
get
objectives,
our full
in the
team back
leadership
together
and
to do a
guidance of
raid.
all
Definitely.
these teams working together.
So we
Spend
had
a
two
Saturday
goals,
or a Sunday, whole
with the
day.
Forsaken,
Let's
Scott
just do
and I. The first was to kick off the game with a brand new story.
That's
one
what
that
I'm interested
had a
in,
new
the story.
tone and a new style, one that we're both really, really excited about.
Yeah.
And you saw a little bit of it in the Vidoc, but
just a little
bit. We're not going to talk about that much today. I think we want to leave that for a little bit later. But the other goal was that we wanted to reinforce the Destiny hobby. And that was about bringing depth back to the game.
Yes.
It's about not depth in the way that we challenge players, and the way that they discover secrets and the systems, and the way that they learn about the game and feel smart and think about the game. So those were the two goals.
Okay. When you talk about bringing depth to the game, I think we took a look just briefly at the Dreaming City during the Vidoc, and I think this is a great piece of evidence as to your commitment to the end
really
game,
nice
and exactly
environment,
how you're
I'd say.
bringing this depth to the end game. And I love the statement that this is the first time that we've ever built a destination to serve as the home to the end game, a place where all of those things can live.
Concept art has always been
so
fantastic in Destiny.
I don't want to.
Really
I
is.
don't want to spoil the surprise here, because that's what the Dreaming City is about. Is about being
Concept
a
art book's
surprise,
actually
but,
up there on the shelf.
It is a destination built to have some of the most difficult challenges and the deepest secrets. But
Damn,
it's
I gotta
one
get
that
my
think
light
we wanna
level
leave for
higher.
Another day as
Yeah,
well.
secrets aren't very
I know.
valuable.
And
if
I think I'm
being
only about
coy about a
220 or
lot.
something.
Yeah,
which
we
is
haven't.
really low.
I mean, actually, we're just really excited about Dreaming City, and it ties into the raid in a really special way. And so we're showing more of that than we have before. But it's because we really want to show that the raid and they all tie together in a really impactful way. But player discovery is like really important, and so I think we're going to kind of leave it there.
That's fine
for this.
yeah.
But
Clearly,
look how
my
pretty.
terminology is wrong.
It is
That
pretty.
rusty.
It is pretty.
power
We have a
now
lot of
instead of
in-game
light.
promises to make. These are promises that we will keep in the game, and also promises that we will elaborate on all summer long. This stream is the beginning of a conversation. I think we're kind of creating a table of contents of conversations that we will have later on. The story reveal is planned for E3.
Ooh,
so
okay.
Next week we'll learn a lot more
Next
about the
week is
story
the
that
story
they're
reveal.
telling. We will learn more about our endgame challenges as the summer unfolds. May even invite some people outside of our studio to experience the Dreaming City and to talk about its promise, because
Man,
we're pretty good at saying that what we make is cool.
Dreaming
but,
City.
an outside perspective is always valuable. So these are curiosities.
I wonder
that
if
we
they'll
will
have any
pay off
strikes in the
later.
Dreaming City. That would be awesome.
Apologies if you want us to delve all the way into the deepest
they're just
reaches
teasing
of
us.
the Dreaming
honestly.
City.
We want you guys to play this game. We
Yes,
want you
we
guys to
do.
play the
Yeah.
game.
Do in fact
Let's
want
be
you to
honest,
play this
September
game.
4th, we're
So
definitely
these
going to
are,
be buying
conversations
this.
that we'll
It's
have
going to get
later.
us straight back into Destiny
Something
again.
that we talked about a great deal in
Look
the
at the
Vidoc
emblem.
was Gambit.
Gambit my shirt.
Yes!
Gambit, yes.
New
Or as our community has come to know
PvP/PvE
it,
mode.
Redacted.
Yes.
Tell me more!
So, this was the super secret mode that we have had some people in our community get a first glimpse at here.
This
in our
does look
studio.
really friggin' cool,
If
I
you
have
were
to
one
say.
of those people,
Really
one
cool.
housekeeping note, we do want your reactions and your hot
It's like
takes about
indirect
Gambit,
competition,
to be
and I
kept under
really like
wraps
that.
until the first day of E3. But if you'd like to raise your hand and say, I have played Gambit, that's a good beat for this moment.
They can replace redacted
With Gambit.
With
Yeah,
Gambit.
that's about as much as the conversation has evolved.
That seems good.
But while we did talk a lot about how it plays and
I want that T-shirt
what
as well.
the essential experience is, what have been your goals for this new activity that we've never seen Destiny played this way before?
So, so it was really important to both.
Yeah, I
Scott
wonder if
and
there'll be a
I,
competition at
that-
EGX this
that,
year then.
Forsaken was able to.
Scotty,
deliver
you're gonna
a
miss
new
out, you're not gonna be
experience
there.
to people, right? And so what we gave the team, Lars, Robbie Stevens, the team free reign to invent something completely new, but specifically one that took advantage of all the best
Credit card
aspects
out the
of
ready.
Destiny. So shooting monsters in the face, shooting guardians in the face. Bring those together and then add like big bosses and small bosses and treasure goblins. And
Well, like moat goblins.
Moat,
There's moats.
moat goblins.
Moat goblins.
I
Like
guess.
golden.
Yeah, and then
One player's moat is another player's treasure.
That's true, actually.
There you
Yes,
go.
that is true.
If you bank
those
them.
are a thing. Those are a thing.
Yeah.
So all of those things, and then the team did something really awesome, and they added a risk-reward strategy mechanic to the game that really changes the conversations and the way that the decisions that you make during the game. It's no longer just about how fast can I shoot a guy and bring him
£35
down.
is
It's
not
about,
bad if
should I
that's
be killing
legit.
guys? Should I be
That's pretty
collecting
good.
modes? Should I be banking? Should I be invading the other team?
It's up on the store already.
And so the result is fantastic to play. The community got to play it.
So really £70 if you're buying it on both
actually, this is
systems,
really
right?
cool. At
Because
E3
that's
next
what we do.
week, people will get to play Gambit. That's what we're going to have there. So
Yeah.
on the show floor, we're going to have Gambit. And Gambit will also be like, on the Director, it'll be its own node. This new activity will live alongside the Crucible, the Strikes, and now we have Gambit.
Yeah, it's its own thing. So, as
okay.
Scott just said, we will be at E3 for the 6th year in a row. We will be at the Activision booth, working
So
with
Gambit
our friends
confirmed
to
is
put on a
playable at
great
E3?
show for everyone who gathers around that space. Stop by and play. Stop by and spectate.
Oh,
This
man.
is our first
Kinda
opportunity
wish I was
for
going to
people
E3
to get
now.
hands-on with this new activity.
Damn.
Now, if it's a little late for you to be planning a trip to Los Angeles or trying to score an E3 badge and you want to join the hands-on pre-launch conversation, we're going to take that same Gambit build, that same pre-launch build that we're bringing to E3, and we're going to ship it straight to Tampa, Florida after E3 is over so that it can be playable also at GuardianCon.
I thought they were going to put it on the store.
To
It's like a
that
demo,
gathering
like a little
of community
preview.
and content creators.
Gutted.
Gambit will be playable there, and if you want to be included, get yourself a ticket to GuardianCon because we'll be there too, and we'll see you there. Anything else that we want to say about Gambit before we move on?
Just excited.
Yeah,
for
it
people
was
to play.
very wishful thinking there, Callum.
So you've talked a lot about reinforcing the hobby, and once the Destiny campaign is finished, a lot of players are always asking us, "What's
Yeah.
now?
What's next?
How
What's
are
the
you gonna
end
keep me
game?"
engaged over the course of a year? Give me a roadmap for all of the other moments when I know that my hobby as a Guardian is going to be infused with new things to do." One of our new answers to that question is something that we're calling the annual pass.
God.
This is a new way for us to sustain the game with new releases of content.
Well, here you go. This is
and if we can keep the main graphic on the
subscription?
screen for just one moment longer, I want to call out the fact that the annual pass has 3 different releases. This is live on DestinyTheGame.com right now. And because our product pages have gone live,
dear.
we just
Oh,
want
well.
to set some expectations for how this is different
Not feeling
from
this,
what
I
you
have to
may
say.
have known this year. If you played
Penumbra,
Curse of
Black
Osiris,
Armory,
if you
and
played
Joker's
Warmind,
Wild.
this is a different thing. So if you're the type of person that throws your money down on something as soon as it becomes available, we'd like to set your expectations that this is different than those expansions. What we have here are 3 different releases that will come out over the course of the year. Black Armory, Joker's Wild.
So is this
and
expansion
Penumbra,
packs?
in the winter, spring, and summer to come. So these releases are a new way for us to deliver content. What would you say? What purpose would you say that these serve?
I think that the purpose here is to give you more of what you want more often. It's also about it's more about chasing the power and the gear.
Okay.
basically that's it. I mean, it's
And
more
that's
often
a
more stuff that you
huge
care about.
cornerstone for
is
Destiny,
it just
the acquisition
like,
of power, the collection of new
gear drops?
the upgrading of your character. That's really what people talk about when they refer to the Destiny hobby.
Yep.
I will not be dropping for that until I know a hell of a lot more.
Find in these different releases over the course of
New
the year
lore
in
to
the
discover,
annual pass.
new and
if
returning
we can give
exotics,
people,
new weapons
a
and
read
armor,
on this,
vanity rewards, end-game challenges,
here is
pinnacle
what,
activities.
Across these 3 different releases, you can find in your annual pass. End-game challenges, obviously new things to collect, new and returning exotics, new pinnacle activities.
Don't know about this.
Deeply challenging things to really test your skill and your teamwork. New triumph records to collect, and we'll take
I have a feeling
look
that
at
Bungie
exactly
are going
how
to get
that'll unfold in the
flamed
game.
online
and new lore
for
to
this.
discover and collect
Until
in the game,
they really
using new
back
tools
up
and
the
features
level
that
of
we'll be
content that
delivering
each of these
to,
6 points
every player.
consist
the annual
of.
pass does have exclusive content for the people that purchase it, but
Not for
this
me.
collection
I
game
will
is
not
about
be doing
to
that.
evolve in year 2.
Certainly not yet.
So I would say that to set your expectations for this
Jesus.
right now,
Microtransactions
we're
are
leaning
crazy.
harder into the things that keep you coming back to
4.4
the
billion.
game week over week, month over month. It's activities, it's action, it's challenges, it's things to earn and collect. We're not leaning as hard into cutscenes or cinematics. Obviously, we're telling a story, but it's a story that you'll discover in moments of action, the reason we play the game, and things that we can collect, and our understanding of the world that you're creating will grow over time through the annual pass, and you'll be building on the great story that you're telling in Forsaken.
Yeah, it's definitely about not having just a single moment where people come back and having that kind of extend and stretch out.
Yeah, yeah. And each of these releases, the 3 releases that we indicated, each of those releases begins a new season of play. So they kick off the season. It's a season that every player can enjoy with the people that own the annual pass, but it is sort of a thematic shift. So with the new beginning of the season, with the new release in the annual pass, we create a new theme that presides over everything that people will be doing in the game.
Yeah.
This is obviously something that you'll need to know more about.
Yeah, I think you're right there,
this
Callum.
Is something that we will
He
be
doesn't
talking
fully
more
believe
about,
in-
but because it's live and because it's
in his
available
annual pass
right
yet.
now, we felt this was an important conversation to have before everyone made
Yeah,
the
they got a
assumption
lot of
that, oh, these
convincing
are
to do
these-
before
these are these
people
2
start dropping
expansions
money
that
on
I'm used
this.
to getting in Destiny. We've reinvented
Not if they want
the
them
way
to
we
buy
sustain
a
the
£35
hobby. We've
expansion
reinvented
pack
the
called
way that we
Forsaken
release new
already,
content after
and
launch.
then an annual
And,
pass on
We'll
top.
talk more about this. We'll talk more about everything we're talking about today, but we'll definitely talk more about this soon. Anything else you think I should be saying about that?
No.
That's
You-
kind of the new
you
raw
got it.
space,
Wow.
but
Covered it.
we'll get more
Don't look
into
at the
it.
Twitch chat, whatever you do
In
on the
addition
official
to the
Bungie
annual
channel.
pass,
It's going to be going
obviously
mental
there's
a
all the
bit.
things that we do for every player of Destiny 2. And we're going to continue to update the game. Got a brand new roadmap
okay.
to put on the screen. If all has
faction rally
gone according to
improvements.
plan upstairs, we have a brand new roadmap
Seasonal
that
events.
has been updated on Bungie.net right now. So if this isn't entirely legible on whatever screen you're using, Bungie.net has our new June 5th development roadmap. And this is where we plot the updates that every player of Destiny 2 will receive. And as you can see, update 1.2.3, 1.2.3, so you don't think I'm just counting, due out on July 17th.
Solstice.
Has some
66
pretty
quick play,
exciting new
permanent
developments
Rumble playlist.
that will change the game even before Forsaken launches. Let's call out some of the things that
Not
we're
much,
looking forward
really.
to the most.
Really not much.
Solstice of Heroes
for a July update.
seasonal event.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
Of course, 2.0 is the
and
big
while,
one.
the annual
in
pass
September.
will have different things for players to tackle and enjoy, every player of Destiny 2 is going to continue to enjoy these seasonal events, these special occasions. Solstice of Heroes really deserves its own proper reveal.
Yeah.
So we will talk more about how that'll play out. 6v6 quick play.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 6v6 playlist in the Crucible will permanently
isn't that
be
just
home
there?
to 6 players versus 6 players. We'll
that
keep
should have just been
competitive as
there
that,
from the
you know,
off.
intimate, a little sweatier, a little more challenging 4v4 engagements. And for those solo players out there that aren't excited about 6 players
More
versus
exotic
6
armor
players and their
sandbox
stacked teams,
changes. I wonder what that means.
The Rumble playlist becomes permanent. And then all of the other things that you may have seen on a previous roadmap, bounties, prestige raid lairs, and some of the different features that improve your quality of life as a player. let's move on to year 2.
Yeah.
Along with
Year
the
2 is
launch
obviously
of
the
Forsaken,
big shake-up,
come a
the
lot
big
of
shift.
interesting evolutions to the Destiny player experience. Scott, I think you can agree with me when I say that the most important development, the most important update on this list, bulk shader deletion.
I don't think it's a question. I think it's just. I think that is just a fact.
That
We
much
just
is
move it up the
bulk
list
shader, and then shaders also are
Put it where it
evolving
belongs,
in our
at the top.
other some other features.
All
as well.
kidding aside, shaders have been a very large conversation in our community, but there's a lot of other things here that a lot of players of Destiny can get very excited about. Power matters in Iron Banner and Trials. So if you want to win in the Crucible in those special events, you better commit
Don't know, guys.
to
Don't
the
know.
progression of your Guardian. What else are you excited about? What else
This
do you want to call
roadmap
out?
isn't getting me as excited as I
which is
was
also another
during
thing
the
that-
Forsaken
that-
reveal, and
yeah.
then that
We
news
add
about
all this content
the annual
and,
pass is
I
just
don't wanna spoil
completely
ahead, but we're adding
nosedived,
some
all hype
random
for me now.
roles. And
Yeah,
so-
sure.
So
Weapon-
like,
we can
we
weapon
can jump into that.
randomization.
But those things all tie together, right?
Yeah.
And so because we're doing that, the vault space is pretty important.
We'll take a
They're
look at
finally
gear collection
addressing
and
vault
in-game
space? Are
triumph
you
in
kidding
just a
me? It's
minute,
taken
but
how
important
long?
to call out that while collecting gear and keeping it in a menu that's sort of like your accomplishments, weapon randomization, or
I think they're
more
going to need more
affectionately
vault
known as
space
random
than
rolls. That
if
is
they're
something
adding
that is coming back.
like
Let's
a
just say it
collective
again.
Yeah, they're testing it upstairs right now. It's
collection,
coming back. We're bringing it in. Yeah.
cataloging
What's your goal for
system
that as a game
of
director?
2,000 items.
Yeah, the goal for random rolls is just to get to earn that to make earning gear more exciting to players, to personalize their chase for weapons and armor, and to like really get add that depth that we were talking about before to a system that they can now kind of learn and dig into and try to figure out.
Yeah, I'm loving this recurring theme of depth.
Yeah.
Every drop has the potential to be exciting, to be something.
Yeah, I mean,
new.
you got to double
And,
down on the depth
then when
part of
you
it, because
get
that's
those
his
weapons,
biggest failing,
how do
really.
we arrange them on our
It's his
character?
biggest complaint is of depth of
weapon
end-game
slot
content.
changes are something that are in development. We've seen that in playtest.
Oh yeah, and yes. Actually, do you want to talk
Yeah.
about how it works? Then I can. talk
Sure,
about-
like weapon slots. Weapon slots are really exciting. I mean, all those all those things on that list.
know, guys,
are
what do you think in
exciting.
the
Weapon
chat so
slots
far?
especially,
What's the vibe?
Because the weapon slots are really about like giving you more control over your playstyle. So for me, it's about getting my fusion rifle back.
Sure.
That's just that's my priority. But for everyone else, I think it's different, right? And so now you have more control over which weapons you can
I
put
do
in
miss
those
the fusion
first two
rifles, that's
slots.
for sure.
You can still roll your 2 hand cannons if you want. Or you can roll 3 shotguns, Deej, if that's if
Three
that's,
shotguns is
I do enjoy
crazy
enjoy
build.
shotguns.
yeah, but
I
it changes
will
the way that
confess.
you think about the weapons that exist today, because it's going to like force you to move things around in a way that's really interesting, and then it changes the way you think about ammo and the way that it works. And so I'm really excited for people to play the weapon slots at E3.
Yeah, and so yes, like Steve said.
Sorry to steal your thunder there.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Spoiler. I didn't control him.
Yes.
He was next
Yeah,
to
there
me.
you go.
You're a
Yeah,
loose cannon. You're a loose
I was
cannon.
keeping my mouth
I
shut for a
failed
little
at
while
my
on purpose.
objective. So at E3 we said we're going to play Gambit. That means we're also going to be able to play test the new thing. So if you want a sniper in your primary, you want to play the bow, like we're going to have those things as part of that.
So
Gambit
weapon
experience.
slots
E3
are
test
going to be
build,
available at E3 by the looks of
it's
it.
usually it's in development. It's not the full game. It's not the finished product.
Yeah.
We usually deploy a limited inventory for use there, so it won't be the full realization of how the new weapon slot changes will work, but it'll give people a sense of how
Scotty,
we're
you're
changing
hopeless.
combat with access to different types of weapons for different opportunities. And like you said, you're going to let people play the way they want.
Yeah, and those are all going to be Forsaken weapons too. So it'll be new cool stuff that people get to see in the different slots.
Yep. And I did say that Destiny won't necessarily become Rocket Launcher the game, or was that just a fever dream from a rehearsal that we had prior to the stream?
You said in the fever
Did I say that live? Is
You
this
did
now?
not.
Is this now?
No, it's this now.
Is this now? Okay. Yeah. So there's all sorts of other conversations.
I know,
that we
Calum.
need
I know
to
how
have
you feel,
about
buddy.
Ammunition and balance and all of those things. So this will be a long conversation throughout the course of the summer. Where are we going next? We called out on the roadmap that gear collections and in-game triumphs
what are they gonna
are
show next, I
something
wonder?
that we're bringing to every player of Destiny 2, and we caught a glimpse of that.
Are they gonna show
in
some
the
gameplay
Vidoc.
maybe,
But just to
or
reinforce
system
the fact that it is
footage?
in fact real, I would like to break net live to a build of the game.
Oh, okay.
Can I say something?
I would love for you to say
Sure.
something.
So this is a build.
Power
we brought
level
from someone who's seen it. It's
353.
Totally in development.
I am
We are
way
going full
far away
transparent.
from that.
You're going to see things, numbers, whatever. They are
Cool
all
ship, though.
like. They're not fake, but they're not real. They're
not done.
They're not done.
We're back
Let's
in the
just say that-
Westworld.
Man, okay.
So they're not done, and so when you see something that's a number on a screen or a This is about, we're going to show you guys the bones, and I am not uncomfortable about this. This is going to be great.
Yeah. This is a look behind the curtain. This is a glimpse of something that is, in fact, in development. You can see our brave guardian named Bungie TV. This
Nice
is
exotic
a
he's got
hunter
there,
that we
though.
have
Handgun.
cobbled together for the purposes of this demonstration. This is obviously not my character, because hunter. But
What are you?
I'm a warlock.
I know.
Have we met?
I'm a warlock too.
There you go. How you doing? Here you go.
Warlocks
What are you?
forever, guys. Warlocks forever.
Okay, so that's the end of the stream. No, I'm kidding. So if we take a look at the global navigation
Are they gonna
here
show us,
on
I
our
wonder?
user interface, across the top, the first thing you'll notice are some new feature tabs.
Titans for
the
the
first
win.
that I'll call out are the triumphs.
Yep.
And
You just like to
if,
smash
you can pay
things,
some
Scotty.
special attention to some of the headers here. All of this is a work in progress.
I want that placeholder medal.
Yeah, you want that
sounds amazing.
placeholder medal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
work in
exactly.
progress.
That's a hard
Is
one
it
to
bad
get.
that I actually want it just because it's like glowy and yellow?
This is the new
But,
progress
there's a lot of empty
meters.
space that you can populate here. You talked during the VIDOC about some of the different badges and some of the different titles that you can display to commemorate your accomplishments. We're going to take a very high-level view of this, and everything that you're about to see is a work in progress. So you can screenshot this, you can speculate this. All the numbers will change. As you can see, we have Gambit
A lot of
specific
progress placeholder things
triumphs
at the very bottom
to
there.
collect and to lord over your friends. How you collect motes or the blockers.
Callum, I think it's because
or,
a hammer
you can see that we've
breaks
broken
things.
this out into different categories.
That's pretty much
Again,
why.
there are not 0 of these things, but you can see that this is about
Oh, okay.
creating
Blockers,
many
invading,
different
defending
levels
combatants.
of meaning and
Interesting.
letting
Small
you
blocker,
gather
large
these things
blocker.
together and
Signed, sealed,
categorize
and
them in
delivered.
ways that
In
make
sync.
sense.
Are these all
So that's
challenges?
Gambit.
I think
And then across here, you can see that, again, the numbers are meaningless right now. We are in development. Different triumphs for PvP. You'll be dispatched by the Vanguard. And then, of course, we are collecting in-game lore so that when we're telling stories that you discover and collect, even if there aren't cinematic cutscenes, which you have in the Forsaken campaign, of course, but throughout your hobby as a Guardian, there are going to be other things that you get to collect and add to this space.
And really quickly, how that works is
Yeah.
that you're going to find items in the game that tell a story, and then you can go and gather them and collect them and then read them in here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to find that story out of order too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're going to find. Yeah, so like
Yeah,
you're going to find items out in the world,
Yeah.
and you're going to open them, and it might be page 7 of the story, and you're going to piece it together throughout your travels of all the.
Interesting. Interesting.
Like a well-armed anthropologist. So let's take a look at
Callum,
collections.
Scotty is not the man. He's not coming to EGX.
You know, a lot of
He's
people
definitely not the man.
Have, when they talked about Destiny, they're like, how many guns?
He's the
how many
gimp.
exotics?
Yeah, yeah.
Where can I find that stuff? How do you get that stuff? This is going to be a great
Yay,
guide
weapons
as you
trackers.
assemble your perfect arsenal. Again, we're going to leave a lot of this stuff for exploration at a later date, but just to show you how one of these categories works, we're going to take a look at the exotic arsenal. So you can see here that we have this
Ooh, the Rat King.
grouped out by
Vigilance Wing.
weapons and
Vigilance
armor.
Wing.
So
Great
if
pulse
I
rifle.
find
Love it.
something out in the world, if I buy something from Xur, if that fated engram pays off, this gets added to my collection.
Yeah, so once you've acquired something, then it's here. So this is obviously similar to the kiosk that's in the tower, but one key difference, as you noted earlier, is that this is with you at all times.
Yeah.
So certain weapons, like the exotics here, you can buy back for a price, and so you can, with the vault space and with this, you can kind of move with some more confidence that you've gotten the thing that you want.
And when you say buy back, like if I
Okay,
were
you
to
can buy
acquire
back
Sweet
stuff.
Business
Yeah.
and dismantle it, not that I would ever do that.
Why would you
because
do
it's
that?
so sweet. But if I did that, and then later on somebody said, you dismantled Sweet Business?
Yeah.
What are you, an idiot? Like, what, did you think you weren't going to put an exotic in your heavy slot?
Well, you are an idiot. but-
Yeah, I know. I am an idiot, but I still play this game, and I love it just the same. And if I wanted my Sweet Business back, I could use this collection
Yeah.
system to restore it to working order
Yeah.
in my inventory.
Okay.
Using different materials
How much
that
is it
I've
gonna
gathered.
cost to
It's different
restore
for
an
different
item, though?
categories.
Yep.
It's a long conversation that we're not going
Yeah,
to
to
have
be really
today.
clear, that is explicitly about how the exotics work, and we're
Buy it
working
back
on
with real
everything.
money.
Everything else is a work in progress. And because exotics are a thing of mystery and discovery, you're not going to give me a full menu of what exotics you own and what exotics you don't.
No, but to note something there that I don't think we're going to exactly show, but if you were hovering over an Iron Banner weapon or piece of armor, it would tell
It tells you how to get it.
So it would tell you how to
Yeah.
get it. It'd be like, go play that Iron Banner, or
Oh,
go
okay.
do the strike.
That's
or whatever
pretty good.
the
It gives you a
circumstance
clear
is.
roadmap then.
It'll let you know. Or if it's mysterious like that, it will. You know, there'll still be mysterious, non-exotic things as well.
Yeah, and then we're still gathering these things together and putting them into interesting categories.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. And then the same goes for your weapons.
Interesting.
You'll tell me where I can go find all my favorite legendaries, or maybe document the things that I've earned as I progress. Do the same thing for armor, breaking that thing out across all the different activities, all the different subclasses. Collect all of your ghosts, all of your different bots, all of my ships, all of my sparrows, and
Flare.
And flare, perhaps near and dear to
Flare.
everyone's heart. The flare, the things that you use to decorate your guardians. Here we
It's all
have
about pimping out
our
your
emblems.
rides
Here we
and your
have
armor.
our shaders. It's important to wear some flair. It's important.
And it's still
to
one-use
express
shaders,
yourself.
though?
You do want to express yourself.
They took
don't
a
you,
lot of
Steve?
shit for that.
We
I feel
really
a
do
joke coming
require
on.
15 pieces of flair.
Oh, no.
In Destiny 2.
Yes.
Some
15?
people choose to wear more, and we encourage that.
That's from a movie.
It is.
You got to
It's
pimp yourself
Case of
out, right?
Mondays.
I do have a bit of a case of the Mondays,
some
even
bling
though it's
going.
Tuesday. But we can see that this is an opportunity for you to look upon all of your treasures. I don't know if these numbers are placeholder or if they are finished. Pardon our dust.
Let's just assume they're all placeholder.
Let's just assume
Yes.
that they're all placeholder.
Yes, let's play that game.
That is a fair assumption.
Yeah.
And then, as
Definitely
we said,
being
over
cagey
on
with
the right,
what they're showing
all of
here.
that's work in progress or even to be revealed. So we'll be filling in the raw space.
Look at the
over
cursor.
here,
Whoever's
as we
controlling it is
finish our
being
work on these
incredibly
new
careful
features.
to not like accidentally flip something
and
up.
What else would you want to say about this?
Boy, I mean, like these are features available to everyone. Triumphs and collections are available to all the players of Destiny 2. So we're excited. I think that all these things go together and tell a story about
we
death
were excited
and
until
about,
that annual pass got
you know,
announced.
Destiny for me is at its best when I have a triumph I'm chasing that's tied to a bounty, that's tied to a material I'm gathering from a public event. And I feel smart because I chose to do these things, and I'm trying to get the lore to finish the book. And so Destiny's really unique in that way where I love Destiny the most when it's that. And I think that that's been a big piece of what we've been trying to do.
It was really powerful the moment this went in, and we imported
What
our
do you think,
own
Scott and
characters
Callum?
from home,
A
and
new
you could
Destiny
see to
run?
just populate
Brand new
with the stuff
Guardians,
you had
level
and the
1
stuff
up
that
to
you
level
still
30?
didn't have. And so
Before
I know
September,
a
what
lot
do you
of
think?
people out there have almost
Should we
as
do that?
much, probably almost everything that they could possibly think that is out in the game, but this tells you like, no, you still don't have this piece, or you still don't have this thing.
So
And
that can
which
become a
sets do you
motivation.
want to complete? It was
And
really powerful.
Collections launches with Forsaken, so it's not going to be like moments of triumph.
Scott
where
has
we
to
say,
go
moments
hunter."
of triumph are live, and our most hardcore fans go in and say, "Cool, I'm done. Where's my shirt?" Right? Like there's going to be all new things to gather in there. There are going to be all new things that you can go and do and collect, and the collections tab will be a great way for you to sort of plan your time, which is something that a lot of people in our community talk about. I want to plan my time. I want to play my game in the most profitable way possible.
I mean, one thing we've talked about, back to the depth of the hobby and everything, is just the the parallel pursuits that that players want to be on at the same time, whether it's the campaign or quests or we're adding bounties. And so this collections is just another aspect, another axis of, hey, I can be spending my time going and getting this thing while I'm getting a patrol and I'm hunting down an outlaw and I'm doing all of these things. Or the quest to delete shaders. It's going to be great.
Cool, guys.
It was almost the title.
Well, I think that's all we're going to talk about today.
There you go.
And I
Looks
know
like that's
that
a wrap,
we
folks.
have created more questions than we've answered. By
I wonder if they're going to play the trailer for Forsaken
that was
again.
the plan. We will be at E3. We will be updating our blog every week. We will be at GuardianCon. We'll be inviting other people to play this game and to offer their
I'm going to buy myself
expert
one of those
external
cups. They look
opinions.
amazing. Look at those
This
coffee cups.
begins that old familiar summer cycle. If you are a Destiny fan, we're going to travel the world. We're going to talk to people wherever we can find them, and we're going to introduce them to Destiny 2 Forsaken. So
Interesting.
excited.
Well,
yeah, thank you.
not
Thank you
bad,
so much
not
for
bad.
tuning in. It's amazing.
Unveiling.
thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming with us on this journey.
I would say it started
thank
off
you for playing. We'll see you at E3.
of a really good kind of
See
steep
you at
incline,
E3.
and then
You.
it
And you
took a
and
major
me
dive.
and you and Lars
And then it
the
began
rest
to
of
kind
the
of
team.
creep back up again.
Teach
From
from
from High Moon Studios, who's been a great partner
Oh my
on
God,
the
it's been
exploration.
And they were like, hey, you want to work with High Moon and go to San Diego every month? And I was like, I guess that's fine. Yeah, no, they've been amazing. They've been absolutely incredible. It's been really great.
Well, we'll see them at E3 as well.
Yeah.
And if we see you at E3, definitely pull us aside and say hi. And if not, hopefully we'll see you at some point this summer. In closing, we're going to take another look at the Vidoc, but not in full. The team that made that Vidoc for us was given a challenge. We said, take everything that you're revealing, take everything that you're saying,
the abridged version?
Take everything that our developers have said on camera and compress it into 60 seconds.
Damn.
So let's see how they met that challenge with this. Hope you enjoyed the show.
It's a supercut.
Check it out.
Okay, one final look before we head off. Rated T for teen. Blood, language, and violence. So, one final hype moment. Here we go.
We're building
New
something
Guardians.
the community has been asking for.
We want to be able to give players what they want, but also surprise them.
We want this release to have a different tone and a different vibe.
You're going to go to a darker place. You're going to take on a different role as a Guardian.
We're changing the weapon slides. We're changing how the pursuits work.
Gambit is a brand new mode.
Gambit looks friggin' awesome.
Random rolls, new mod
bounties,
system, new subclass paths.
new
We're making Forsaken for
subclass,
people who love Destiny.
new area
Making a
and
game that we
relief.
can all love. That is the goal. That's what we're going to constantly be pushing towards.
Everything we're building is through that lens.
Brand new weapon class with the bow. There you go, September 4th. Destiny 2 Forsaken, year 2 of content. So guys, there you go. I guess, is that the end of the stream? It looks like it is. So guys, there you go. That was the news. That was a big expansion pack. It looks pretty awesome. There's a lot of things to dive into there. There's a lot of unpacking to do. Gambit looks amazing as a brand new game mode. There's new subclasses that look pretty cool. But honestly, it is all about, well, it is all about that annual pass announcement, and I gotta admit that is quite a bitter pill to swallow. And I get the feeling that they played the trailer again just to kind of make you forget that they announced that annual pass. So anyway, 35 quid for Destiny 2 Forsaken. But honestly, I am, as much as I'm on board for that and some of the changes that they've promised and I talked about tonight, the annual pass is where I'm probably going to be out. And I can imagine a lot of people are going to be the same. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I am Ross from Gamertag. This has been our live reaction watch along of Bungie's Twitch channel, Destiny 2 Year 2 announcement. There's going to be obviously more at E3, the big story video unveiling, which we're going to obviously be watching that and doing the same thing again. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the broadcast, then do remember to give us a like and a follow on our Twitch channel. Check us out on Twitter at GTagged, and you can hit us up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram just by searching for Gamertag. But we are back later tonight with our first launch live play first look of Vampire from Don't Nod Studios, the studio of Life is Strange success. So you do not want to miss that. It's going to be blood-suckingly good. We're going to be kicking off from about 8 o'clock tonight. So definitely tune in for that. We will be back then. But for now, guys, take care and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.